Hi peeps, I got the stick on my teeth. It's a good start. Anyway, Happy New Year to everyone. Sorry I didn't get to do a Christmas one, but or one before Christmas, but I did have my operation and I'm feeling a lot better now. I ended on, I'd left him for the final time, the time when Dan was the one who gave me the courage to get away. His little 8-year-old self. And I'm not going to harp on about everything that I went through after leaving him, you know, injunctions, divorce and all that, because it's actually quite boring. But it can also be quite traumatic. So if anybody does want to talk about anything or thinks that I might know something that they need, just message me, inbox me, and I will talk to you about it. It takes a lot of getting over, it does. And I was told at one point that I was probably going through life with undiagnosed PTSD, because I didn't really have any counselling after that, right up until I went into recovery, and then I did have some at Tomorrow's Women, which is our local place, and ended up becoming a domestic abuse counsellor myself, or training to do it. But it was a long, hard road of confusion, a massive feeling of wasted time, masses and masses of guilt where my kids were concerned, that I took them through that as well. And trying to find myself again, trying to find out who I was, because I don't believe you go back to the person you were before. Experiences do change you, don't they? You know, hopefully educate you and make you a better person for some of them. And it certainly made me more understanding of issues. But yeah, not for a long time. For a long time, I was in trauma. I didn't even know it really, to be honest. The nightmares, I used to have continuous nightmares regularly, even 10 years after, where I'd wake up shaking uncontrollably, crying. John would have to hug me and calm me down and tell me it wasn't real, and it'd be that I was back with him, trapped in the house, and that nobody knew I was there, or and I didn't know why I was there. I was sort of in my dream saying to myself, how did you end up back here? How? And it was horrible. But I'm going to fast forward, and I got with John. I had a few relationships in between. I got back with the kid's dad, which was just the wrong thing to do. I did it for all the wrong reasons. I did. You know, I thought I was putting the family back together, and that was never going to work. I ended up with John, and we got married, and way before that really, my drinking was very likely already a problem, but I didn't know that. John certainly didn't know that. But I say it was a problem, but it probably wasn't didn't have many consequences, if you like. I was drinking heavily, I was drinking a lot, but I wasn't getting into trouble with it, or, you know, I was doing stupid things. That was me. Anyone who knows me knows that was me. Dare me to do something when I'm drunk, and that's it, you know. But it steadily got worse. It's an illness. It's recognised as from the World Health Organisation as an illness, a disease, and it is an illness of the body and the mind. And one of the biggest things about it, it's one of the only illnesses that you deny you've got. You totally and utterly don't believe you've got it. Alcoholism. And so that was going untreated. It's a progressive illness as well, massively progressive, and it only ever, if you are alcoholic, it gets worse. It never gets better. Never. I've never heard anyone say, who admitted to being an alcoholic, that they went back out to have a drink, and you know what, it was fantastic. It all went okay. There were no consequences, no comeuppances. It was brilliant. They enjoyed it. I've never heard it. They always end up back at a rock bottom, or desperate, or really, really wanting to get back into recovery, if they're alive. There have been a few people that I've known, friends and acquaintances, who just never got back in the room because it killed them. That's how serious this illness is. So yeah, that's a little bit of an introduction into it. My drinking ended up progressively worse. It was daily, vodka daily, a lot of vodka daily. My husband and family did suffer for it, absolutely, but I have made amends from them. I am on a programme now, and it saved my life. But we'll talk a little bit more about that later. I've got to be careful what I say and what, you know. But yeah, absolutely, if anybody out there is struggling with alcohol, thinks it's costing them more than just money, you know, and if you have even thought, oh, I think I drink too much, or I don't really want to drink, but you're still drinking it, or I don't want this, why am I drinking it, or, you know, I'm not going to drink today, and later on that day you're drinking, and then the same again, and the same again. Any of these things, if you've questioned yourself on your drinking, then you probably are drinking too much. Doesn't mean you're an alcoholic, but there's a possibility that you maybe need to look at it a bit deeper. Maybe go to your doctors, talk to your doctor about it, go to meetings, you know, a therapist, or if you need to, message me. You can do it anonymously if you can, somehow. I don't need to know who you are or anything. All I want to do is help people like I've been helped. So if you have any worries in that way, shape or form, yeah, just have a talk to me. I can get you literature, I can tell you what I've done, which I will be doing anyway, but I can tell you on a one-to-one level. And I absolutely keep anything that's said to me to myself. It's one of the things that keeps me sober, is helping other alcoholics. And if I spoke to another alcoholic and then went and told anything that they had told me, that would be me straight on my way to having another drink myself. The biggest way I don't drink now is by doing the next right thing. Always doing the next right thing. And if I do that, I can't go far wrong, can I? You know, that's what I need to always keep in my head. And that includes, you know, doing the right thing by other people as well, obviously. So anyway, I'll leave it there, because we only got 10 minutes, don't I? So if I need, sorry it's been so long, so I'm also on TikTok doing some TikTok videos. So if anyone wants to have me on TikTok, I've got some different videos on there that I'm talking about this sort of stuff as well. Yeah, just go over there and have me. Don't know what my name is, Elliot5 or something. You'll find me, I'm sure. So yeah, just have me. And if you got anybody that you think could benefit from listening to these videos, then feel free to add them to our experiences, invite them or whatever, or tell me and I'll invite them. You know, you don't have to even say that you've done it if you don't want to. I can just do it for you if you give me their name, and that way they don't know that you're concerned, you know. Anyway, Happy New Year everyone. I hope it's peaceful, joyful and happy. And I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.